So hello guys, Ganesh here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel .dwgg Design with Ganesh. So from this video, we will see how to design a sheet metal part in Creo software. So I'm using the Creo 11.0 version, and if you want to make a new part, so click on the new, and from here I want to make a sheet metal. So I have to select this option under part type. And make sure you uncheck this default template. So this is because Creo will maintain a separate template, and that template will maintain say inches for units. So but in our designs we use millimeters. That's why we uncheck this operation, uncheck this default template option, and click on OK. So from here you can choose this millimeters option. Click on OK. So now it will take us to sheet metal design workbench. So from here you can see most of the features are not accessible right now. So all these are because all these are meant by secondary operations. That means these are performed on only a base sheet, right? So first we have to make that base sheet first, and then all these features can be accessible. Now for making that base sheet, we have two options. One is extrude and one is planar option. So now the difference between these two is planar offers us to make a sheet with a closed sketches, and extrude offers making a sheet metal component out of open profiles. So this is a difference between these two options, and whenever there is a requirement of things from your design, you can either choose planar or extrude option. Now let's see practically the difference. Let's make a so for the design, what will happen, you can directly go to feature, and from here you can define a sketch, or else you can define a sketch first and you can use the feature later. So now in my case I'm making a two separate sketches. So I'm making one sketch on the top plane, so one sketch, choose now rectangle only. See what will happen in your case. So when I enter into, so see, this is my orientation, that is in isometric view, right? So now if I click on the sketch and choose the plane and click on the sketch option, so what happened, it is directly oriented the orientation, it is changing the orientation to a normal view. So but in your case it won't happen, because you have to set that option from the settings. So for that setting, click on the file, options, and from here the sketcher, scroll down. See here, see you can see the option make sketching plane parallel to the screen. If you enable this, then only you can switch to normal view automatically. So let's make this is about that sketch plane orientation, guys. So this is a normal view option. Click on that, you can get into this normal view again, and let's make one sketch here. See what will happen. So it given the dimensions automatically. Now if you drag this any entity, it is moving similar to what we have seen in CATIA software. Now in order to arrest these movements, you need to give a dimensions and constraint. So for example, I'm giving this dimension as 20. Double click on it, you can edit them, and this is 30. See, so now if you place you can see the two dimensions are appearing two different colors. If you place cursor on this dimension, it is showing the locked dimension. Now if you click on that, it is showing these features. It is showing the unlocked feature. Now if you place the cursor on this dimension, it is showing the weak, and if you click on that, it is showing the lock option. Whenever the dimension is showing weak, then that feature you can move it like this. So you have to constrain them. So those are called as weak dimensions, and if you place this, it is showing a stroke dimension in your case. So now let's see, I'm making this as a 40, right? So in your case what will happens, even though you give the dimensions properly and constrain it properly, still the entities will move each other. So this is because you have to lock the dimension. So here you can see, if you click on the dimension, here is the option, see. So it is locked means it is, even though it is strong dimension, but these are not constrained like this. So this is the difference between locked dimension, weak dimension and a strong dimensions. So in order to move, in order to prevent the movements, so which is unconstrained behavior, you have to lock the every single dimension. Now you can edit them as 20. So imagine if there is a complex model and there are lots of dimensions. For making lock option for every dimension will takes a lots of time. For that we have an option, click on the file, options, sketcher, and here you can see the lock user defined dimensions. You have to enable this option. What will happen when you give the dimension, it will automatically locks. So this feature will be useful for you. Now let's come back to our discussion as sheet metal design. I have created a one sketch on the top plane, click on OK. Isometric view again. Now let's make another sketch on the top line again, and this time it is not a closed profile, this will be an open profile, not a rectangle. We will make a one line only. So what is the length of line, which is 40, enter. So this distance you can keep it as like this. So isometric view again. See, we have two sketches here. Now let's apply a planar for this. See, if you apply planar to a line, it is not working because the planar feature is created for closed profiles only. See, if you apply planar for closed profiles, it is giving the output. So from here you can see the thickness, you can control it. I'm giving 0.58 as a sheet thickness. Click on OK. So if you click on OK, it will finalize the base sheet, or else you can use the bit mouse button. So now let's extrude option. If you click on the extrude and select this line, see, it is giving the material like this, right? So see, even though it is an open profile, it is giving the material. So this is the difference between, so our sketch plane is here, and if I want the symmetrical extrusion, so what I have to do is, see, option is right here. See, this is the difference between planar and extrude option. Now let's see about extrude cut option. So see, previously how I done this, I have made a sketch with the sketch command, and then I uploaded the feature. So you can directly go for features. From here you can choose the one plane for making the sketch. Let's see, I'm making one circle here for making the extruded cut. I click on OK. See, so this is the use of this extruded cut. Now let's talk about one more feature, that is bend. You made a one base sheet. Sometimes our drawing will give like a flat. Sometimes the drawings will give a flat sketch, and from then you have to bend the other features. So in that cases, the bend feature will be very useful for you. Imagine I have a sheet here, I want to make it to bend at the middle, so I have to use this feature. Click on the bend option, select the surface where you want to bend it, and here you can see two plugs are coming. If you are confused about these plugs arrangement, you can directly go for this bend line option, and here from here you can give the sketch. So it is showing that the references that you choose this as a reference plane are not enough. So click two more references like this and click on the close option. Right, from here I'm making one line like this and click on OK. So what will happen, it is bending. If you want opposite side means you can adjust from here. Click on OK. See, this is the use of this bend, right? Now let's see about what will happen if it is a closed profile in bend operation. So click on this bend line, references, click on OK, normal view. Let's make it one line like this. See, so if it is a straight line only, it will work, but if it is a line segments, it won't work like that. So this is about the bend feature, guys. So now let's talk about the flange and flat options. So flange and flat are similar to these extrusion and planar options. So flat is used for, flat allows us to make a edge wall with a closed profile. So let's talk about clearly. Click on the flat option and choose a edge from where you want to make a wall, and if you click on that, it will start adding the wall sheet on this edge. So from here you can change the angle and the height. These two parameters are right here, and 20. And for example, if you want to extrusion means you can drag them like this. See, if you are dragging, it won't give a better control over the sketch. For that, what you have to do is you can go to sketch or workbench and can specify the sketch for that. So for that you can choose this shape option and click on the sketch. So now see, it will offers us to make a closer sketch. See, one side will be open, so that means that open will attach it to the or base sheet. So consider this as a closed profile. So now let's make a one complex profile. Whatever the complexity is, it will work. Let's see, it is worked. So this is about this flat option, guys. So flat option will allows us to make a complex shaped sheet. Now for example, we have a wall here, and the wall is not a one wall. From that wall we have a continuous walls at a different angles. So in that case, the flange will be helpful for you. So click on the flange and select the side where you want to add a bed or wall, and from here the sketch, on the sketch option. So now it will gives a see. So this is the difference between the flat and flange option. So flat is used for, flat offers us to make a sheet on the edge with a closer profile, and flange will offers us making the flanges with open profiles. So these are the 6 features that we have covered in this video. So from the next video onwards, we'll make exercises and try to cover all these features in our upcoming videos. Please, if you want to get notified for those updates, then please do subscribe to our channel.